Let's hit it, and we'll make sure that we're live. Awesome. Cool. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Detox Podcast. This is episode 67. And before I introduce you guys my new guest, I want to let you know that if you want to connect with me at any of the links down below, feel free to do so. And before we get into the episode, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about car insurance. So these days, it seems as if you're able to do more and more from home. So while you're at home, why aren't you saving money on your car insurance? Your hometown agency, Kenosha Auto Insurance, has specialized for years in simple, hassle-free insurance using the latest and touch-free technology to help you get the best rates for you and your family. So what are you waiting for? Call them today at 262-448-4141. That's 448-4141. The website is kenoshains.com. One last time, that's 262-448-4141. Give them a call. Say that Detox, D-Rita sent you. They will hook you up. Now, with all that being said, I'm really excited to introduce you guys my guest this week. We tried to have him on a couple of times last year, and scheduling didn't work out. He's a wildly interesting man who's done and seen a lot in his life, and like a few other guests I've had on recently, he actually played college ball with me out in Janesville. So let's give a wet Detox welcome to my man, Ben McDonald, here with his son, Zeke. We clap it up. What's going on? What's going on, Ben? How are you?
How you doing, man? I'm
good.
Right.
Good.
Glad
Zeke.
to finally be here.
I'm glad to have you. Zeke, how are you doing?
Yeah.
That's perfect. I hope you didn't get any hair off the pop filter in the mouth.
Say hi to everybody.
Yeah, wave hi. You can wave right here to these guys.
Look, right there.
This camera right here.
Buddy. Look at the camera.
Perfect. That is priceless.
You want to go now?
People, he wants to go play now.
Be careful.
Careful of the cords, and you're all good. He's free. He's a free man now. What have you been up to, Ben?
Getting older.
Getting yelled at?
Getting old.
Getting old and getting yelled at. We were talking right before we went live. Zeke, man, what are you doing? He's messing around.
All right, buddy.
We were talking right before we went live, actually, about you getting kicked off of Facebook. How many times have you been kicked off of Facebook?
A lot.
Do you have like a general like guess if you had to guess?
Three different Facebooks. Stop.
3 different Facebooks. 3 different Facebooks. So what'd you get kicked off for the first time?
Arguing with people over racism.
What'd you say?
Ooh.
What did you say? The guy did they get kicked off too or no?
I mean, obviously, I wouldn't know if they got kicked
That's
off.
fair.
But I mean, obviously, I said something bad enough that Facebook felt like I should be kicked off.
Yeah.
You know, I
Damn.
don't feel like it was that bad. Like, because what they said was bad enough to elicit a response from me. Because I don't just delve into any, comment or conversation. You know, it's got to take something pretty serious for me to get a response. You know.
Yeah. What were there any of the times that you got kicked off that were like, kind of? I mean, that's pretty asinine anyway, like ridiculous. But like, what was like the most ridiculous thing you got kicked off for?
Probably for sharing Kyle Rittenhouse's address.
Oh shit! You shared his address?
Yeah,
Jesus
I got banned
fuck!
for a week.
Damn, I bet a lot of people were probably sharing that though. I could imagine. Yeah.
I shared it from somebody else, and I still got banned for it. So.
Jesus Christ, dude, that is insane. I could see that happening. See, I personally wouldn't share an address, but I can see how people the internet takes its toll. I mean, if you do something and it's kind of like if you do something that fucked up, you know, people are gonna figure out who you are, regardless if people share it or not. I think someone was gonna show up eventually.
You got a name, they're gonna look you up.
Oh yeah,
They'll find you. They'll pay that little money on them little sites to look you up.
We're connected now. People know. People can find you out very easily, very easily. And I mentioned before that you're an entertaining guy. You're one of the funniest guys that was on the basketball team when we played together in college. You try?
Right.
Well, who's your favorite comedian?
I mean, I want to say Dave Chappelle, but I really don't. I mean, maybe Cat Williams. I like a little bit of his skit.
Cat Williams was good.
I just like laughing, period.
Yeah.
You know,
Where do you think you get your sense of humor from?
Not caring if you're laughing at me or with me.
Just living life that way? I feel like I could see that. And for me, I'm more so, I guess like growing up just watching like, I like a lot of like I'll laugh at anything because I would watch like raunchy comedy growing up,
Adam
like a lot of
Sandler.
Adam Sandler
I
shit.
started with his.
That's what I
his
watched.
skits
Yeah.
on tape. like believe it or not, in CD, like his comedy skits.
Oh, I've never seen those.
Oh no, they're recorded. They're so raunchy.
Are they on like YouTube and shit?
Probably, yeah.
What is it called?
Just look up his early comedy skits. Adam Sandler.
Okay.
Like he did. Is this two guys in the gym working out or two guys having rough, sweaty sex? You know.
Oh God.
It was.
I just loved his like old shit. Like I think I talked about it I went and did an interview in Chicago on a podcast, and we were talking about like Happy Gilmore was like one of my favorite movies growing up. Big Daddy. Big Daddy is awesome. Mr. Deeds was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, 50 First Dates like the one everyone likes, but like, and I think that's good too. It's funny.
Go to it'd be Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore is the shit, dude. It's just
go wrong with.
It's the best golf movie ever. Like, there's no other golf movie that's entertaining enough to watch.
Absolutely not.
It's just, and that's not a dig at golf. My girlfriend is a really great golf player. It's not a dig at her at all.
I couldn't hit a golf ball if my life depended on it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm pretty bad also. I've been getting better, but it's not for me. I'm not the best. So we're talking laughter, we're talking comedy. Obviously a lot of people that know us, right? We know that you've served some time prior to me being able to hang out with you right now.
Yeah.
How did you stay laughing during a time like that? Are you able to? How do you find the good? Because you're a happy guy, but how do you keep that sanity? Because like you seem, like you were able to get through that and still have some joy in your life.
Worked in the gym.
Yeah.
Like, believe it or not, I suck at basketball. Like when you met me, like when I was in there, like I was playing basketball 8-9 hours a day. From the time the sun came up, being in the gym, working in the gym, till they sent us back at night.
Yeah.
I played a lot of basketball.
In jail, in prison?
Yeah, in prison, yeah.
Jeez, man. So how does that work? Like,
I mean,
getting
there's
to play?
different units. I mean, working down there, I can hoop with whatever unit comes down there, pretty much. I can work out, I can do whatever I want. It's just between, I have to like sweep the floors and like wash the jerseys and stuff from the different units being down there, and
So there is a gym
stuff. Yeah, it's
in
actual rec department. Yeah, it's like a city within a fence, like within a city. Yeah. They're mini cities, pretty much.
That's wild. Where were you at, if you don't mind me asking?
I was in Racine, RCI for a while.
Okay.
Racine Correctional Institute.
Gotcha. What's up? Oh, which way? Is it okay?
Be careful, buddy.
Okay, gotcha. Zeke's trying to mess us up. He's trying to.
Hey,
you want to turn it over so I can focus it all the way?
Yeah,
we're all good.
Sabotaged by Zeke.
All right, we're all good. We're all good. Don't worry.
A kid
Zeke,
being a kid.
Yeah, he's messing around.
Oh, your kid's so cute. Yeah, with his bad ass.
With his what? How old is Zeke?
3.
He's 3 years old.
He's a monster.
3 years young.
Yeah.
What's Zeke? I mean, you've got some. I know you've got some other kids too.
2 other boys. Yeah.
What is being a father, and being through the stuff that you've been through, with going to jail and then getting out? Were you a dad beforehand or after?
I had 2. I got 2 older kids. I got 2 12-year-olds.
Oh, okay,
and,
got you.
They're 6 months apart. Oh.
Yeah.
And back in that day, but I really didn't focus much on being a dad back then. I was lost in life. You know, and I went to prison when they were young. They were one was 6 months old and the other one was just turning like 3 months old.
Oh, that's gotta be hard too.
Yeah, I went for 6 years. I missed out on a lot of, and I didn't have a chance to imprint on them the way that I wanted to, you know. And my father imprinted on me in a way that led me, like, he taught me everything on how not to be a dad, and he gave me a great blueprint. It's just I didn't know how to put it into play. When I first had kids, I wasn't ready. I just wasn't.
You were going through. You're trying to figure out who you were as a person, going through stuff like that.
I was locked up, and I lost my mom while I was locked up. She committed suicide, and like I kind of took her for granted for a while. And then when she was gone, it's like it started making me regret it and like blame myself. And it really made me think, like, dang, I really don't think I'd done anything to make her proud, while she was alive. And now it's like she's gone. It's like I'll never get that chance. So now I have to really make some changes, and one of the changes was like I can't leave my kids out there just hanging, like they need a man in their life that has their best interests, and like because my dad didn't, he didn't. I don't want to say he didn't care, but he was alcoholic, so
well, he's choosing something over you regardless.
Something made him choose it over me, so I can't really.
And you said She passed away while you were while you were in jail.
Yeah.
Damn, that's tough. Man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Trust me. And like,
how'd you find out? Then? Did someone call? Like, would they call you right away?
the
or
coroner
was
called the prison. Like that's how I got the call from the. I was at rec and like okay like. I was involved in illegal activity while I was locked up, like selling stuff, you know. So I was at work and I knew they were doing unit shakedowns that day, and I got called back to my unit, and I'm like, damn, I'm in trouble. I'm about to go to the hole. You know, they found something in my room, and I walked in the unit, and the social worker was right there, and like there were 4 ERT, like emergency response team guys behind her.
Yeah.
And I stopped. I was gonna run. Where I was gonna run, I don't know. But
Yeah,
I was
that's
fight or flight.
Yeah,
even in
I got
prison,
you.
it's fight or fight or flight. You know, so. And she turned and looked and saw him, and she's like, "Oh, they're not, you know, you're for me. You know, come in my office." And she's like, "You got a phone call?" And like, the lady answered the phone like, "Hi, this is." I don't remember her last name, but I remember because in prison they got the Janesville Gazette, even in Racine, you know. And I remember Janesville, Rock County did the voting for the county seats and positions, and one of them was coroner. And I remember seeing her name in the paper that she had won, so I immediately
knew
who she
was.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, what is it? One of my kids, or you know, my aunt or uncle or something? I didn't think it was my mom. You know, like my mom would fight the devil. Like, you know, hell no, I'm not going. You know, like, you can't take me. And she's like, no, it's your mom. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever, quit playing. And like, she told me that she shot herself, and I'm like, wow, like. And I knew that it was true because my mom told me, like, when she bought the gun because of crime in the neighborhood. I'm like, Mom, you ain't got no crime in the neighborhood, you know. And I laughed it off, you know. And like, she was really telling me that she was planning on killing herself, and I didn't even realize it, you know. And
that's Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
For 2 years, I knew about it and couldn't even see it to do anything.
Couldn't do anything while you were still away. What was like? I mean, that's a tough. Exosoy, not to break the mood here, but Exosoy is in the chat. What's up? What's up, Nate?
What's up, boy? That's my boy.
Nate. I've been messing with Nate, saying that he's got to get on the show sometime. But so when dealing with that, when you get out, you know, obviously saying that, taking that as more so like inspiration to like want to really do right by, you know, the people in your life and not take, you know, people for granted. What is like something that you do right when you get out to do that, or did you not have it figured out right away?
No, I didn't have it figured out.
How was that process like? How was that like though? I'm always curious. Like, you know, I mean, you were away for a while. Like, how is it like? How is that just? How does that day work that like you're getting out? It's just like, oh, you're good today, go.
Well, I had to go stay in it. Obviously, I didn't have a rock to fall back on, which was my mom. You know, like she's always been my rock my whole life. You know, but we moved up here from North Carolina, and really it was just us. You know, so they put me in a temporary living place, you know, where people get out of prison, like they go and stay there for a while till they get on their feet and stuff like. And I had a job within a week, and like you're supposed to stay there for 6 months, but I was out of there in 3 months.
Where were you working?
At IKI in Evansville for a while, but then I got a job working at Land Air in Janesville.
Okay.
It was John Deere. Like
okay, got you. Yeah.
You know,
oh, that's cool.
But I was out of there in like 3 months, had my own place, and it downhill uphill after
uphill
that, I guess
good
you could say,
yeah. What well, I remember when how we met was playing basketball going to school together.
Careful. Don't run into that pole.
Yeah. Obviously we met each other,
Stay
you know,
by your backpack,
because of going to school together.
Yeah. I've loved you since the day I met you.
How
you're a great dude. Like no bull crap. Like this is a great dude.
You don't gotta give me too much credit here, man. The hair is making my head already big enough. Now you're blowing it up even more.
One of the only few people who bust my ass on the basketball court every time.
That's fair. That makes me feel good. See that makes me feel good. But we met in the gym, and then we obviously became closer friends as the years went on. The 2 years that I was there and going to school and whatnot. What made you, was there anything to do with like the situations you were going on? Like what inspired you to go to school?
Well, I wanted to try and play basketball, but
I
figured since I had to take some classes, I might as well see if I could do it, you know. And I kind of like the school thing, you know.
Yeah. What are you going to school for?
Just to get my diploma right now.
Gotcha.
Like whatever it is, associates in science or whatever, applied science.
Okay, got you.
It is, and like I got 60 credits, so it's not like I've just been
going
to school.
60 credits. Okay, cool.
Just the stupid math classes, man. The algebra.
What math? Just regular algebra?
090 and
090, man. We got to get you a tutor.
I passed the dumb one, but now I'm on to the dumb and dumber ones.
Okay,
so
I got you. That's tough. Math.
That's
math
all
is,
I need is 2 semesters of math and I'm done. Like, and this is my 4th year and I'm in one math class right now trying to get it done and go to the next
you
one.
can
So
get it. You can get
I'm
it.
trying.
Are you still at UW?
Yeah.
Okay. Did they still call it URock around here or no?
UW Whitewater at Rock County.
They still going with that? I thought they were gonna workshop that name. It's not very.
I feel like I'm going to an online school.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm doing basically right now. I think that's what everybody's doing.
But since that switch over with Whitewater, it's like so watered down. Like no athletics. Like remember, I was trying to get you to come back to school, right? I'm so glad you didn't come back to school and waste a
that would have
semester
been
of your
very
life, the biggest
I would have been
mistake
pissed.
of your life.
Yeah.
Like I wanted such hopes of having a basketball team that year and like kicking ass, you know, with what we could get and like. I'm so glad you and TJ and some other people went to do something else with your lives, you know, instead of coming back to Rock County.
Yeah, it's a weird thing that they just cut all the stuff, all the programs and whatnot. But so it was like the basketball drew you into the school, and was it just like that's the closest school to
and
you,
my
or?
friends went there. David goes there, obviously.
Yeah,
well, he was
JJ and
you know.
and Rudy too. I don't know.
I tried to get Rudy in. Well, I guess he did go there at the time, didn't he? Yeah.
He went like the year
he just
before
wasn't
we.
playing basketball. No,
Yeah.
he was going to school because I had a class with him in the mornings. He just
Oh, really?
wasn't playing basketball. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
had
didn't
a
know.
Geography class with him in Bob McAllister's.
Okay.
Geography.
So when you see school and everything with like, I mean, someone like you that's been through the shit that you've been through, like going to school, what does it mean to you other than like obviously just getting a diploma? Like, I mean, you're kind of proving like a stereotype very wrong by doing that. I mean, it's incredible.
I can learn anything that I felt like I just went through high school like being passed along because like obviously I was in special education, you know, so they just. You know, I don't like to look at it like I'm really book smart. I'm really kind of street and book smart. Like, I know a little about a lot, I'd like to say. You know?
Yeah. A lot of dads got that going for them.
You know, and I don't know. It's just, I just wanted to see if I could do it, you know, and see if I was dumb and didn't know anything or if like, hey, yeah, I you know, I can do this stuff.
Yeah.
And like, you know.
Well, and there's something too, even if you don't, you know, coming in and not knowing a lot. It's the same thing with even you with playing basketball, right? Like you might have been shit when you started, but
man, when we
if
had
you put
Jamal,
the work in.
like he put me through like that's the first time I had ever had that in my life. Like
That's a good dude.
Yeah.
That's a solid dude. I'm trying to get him on the show. I'm gonna
yeah,
message him soon.
He just smiled the whole time. Like that dude cannot not
Yeah.
smile.
No, yeah, he is a smiley dude. That's funny as fuck. I remember I've told the story multiple times, so we won't get into it today, but I've told the story about everything that we went through with him and whatnot. And it was just wild. It was nuts, man. Absolutely nuts.
Black Lives Matter. That's all I could say.
Yeah, really, kind right before like I mean, shit was obviously still happening and whatnot, but we got like a little taste of it right before it got in the public eye like that. As crazy as it is now, when you were in prison and you were, you know, obviously the day, like what's your day to day like what was
very structured and routine.
Really,
like a time schedule.
What's the biggest like misconception? Do you think that like people that have never been, like someone like myself, maybe gets wrong about it?
Beat up and stabbed and.
That don't happen.
Stuff stolen every day and raped and
none of that happen.
Not in Wisconsin.
Yeah. Okay.
Wisconsin has institutions.
Okay.
California and New York and other places have penitentiaries. Like there's a difference between the two. You know, institutions are places of rehabilitation. They call it.
Okay.
You know, like prisons. Zeke, you got to be careful, buddy. You gotta pull the cords out. Like prisons are places where you go to serve time and. Yeah, go back over there. Sorry.
That's all good. It's all good. Yeah, Zeke, if you want, you can go play. You can go play on the couch. I think we got a PlayStation over there and whatnot. Just go have a ball, man. Okay, so it's more.
I'm gonna buy you a big old surge protector for Christmas.
Yeah, I could probably use one.
And a mat, so I can go over all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna need one of those. I got shit running all around here, so it's a little much. So you think it's so in your case it was more like not correctional, but like trying to help you. Do you think it actually helped you or no?
No, they don't do nothing. I mean,
okay.
You could sit on your ass all day and do nothing if you wanted to in there. Like, I mean, there's stuff for you to do, trades for you to learn, and school for you to go to. Like, you can get your diploma.
Oh, okay.
You can become a culinary chef in there. Like, you can take culinary arts classes. You can take.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. That makes a lot of sense because
janitorial services too. Like, a lot of them dudes come out of there with like already apprenticeships in janitorial services for Yeah,
I never knew that. That makes sense because there's a lot of cooks at like big restaurants that are like insanely knowledgeable cooks, and
depends
they've
on
been
where
to
you go,
jail.
like what prison you go to. Not everyone offers the same stuff. You know,
Yeah.
there's different levels of what
Yeah.
they offer at different places. Obviously, you know.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
What was something that you? I mean, was it just primarily basketball then that you stuck to while you were there?
Yeah.
Got you.
I was there by myself. Like I'm not in the, like no street gang or I'm not like affiliated with nobody. Nothing like.
Do you make friends in prison? I've always wondered. Is there like I mean, it's like scary people to like maybe like be making friends because like like you don't know what other people.
I mean, obviously you stay away from the predators like the molesters and like the creeps.
God,
and,
yeah.
Like they're easy, but everybody points them out. You know, they get treated on a daily. Like they get.
Yeah.
They're their own people, obviously, like they should be.
Yeah.
But I mean, you want to say friends? I mean, I met some dudes while I was locked up that I've hung out with since I've been out. Like some real solid dudes. Like they,
really?
Oh yeah, they'd fight for me in an instance. I know they would because they've done it when I was locked up. Like like I'm not from like the streets and whatnot like you. Like I've lived a very hard, rough life. And I've been through a lot of stuff. But like I'm not in no gang. Like
no gang culture stuff like that. Yeah.
I mean I'm not a thug. Like put
I
it
got
like
you.
that.
Yeah. I
Hey,
get
how
what you're
about
saying.
that?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. But I've lived a very hard life. I'm from the school of the hard knocks, like you'd like to call it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Most definitely.
I still haven't graduated. Like 37, still haven't graduated.
You
like,
getting there? We getting there.
Hopefully, one day.
Hopefully we hit the lotto or something, and turn things around, whatnot.
But no, like they fight for me in instance because they did it. They saw like people would try and prey on me. Like I'm not in there to fight. Like you fight, you go to the hole, and it's like, damn, I'm in the hole by myself.
What do people fight about when they're already in there? Is it just like you're bored?
When you're good at basketball, trust me, people get upset.
Well,
when
I
you
know
bust their
that,
ass
yeah.
Routinely, like
okay,
yeah, like,
and they got no one else to play against.
Testosterone in there, like
that makes sense.
Like so, like get your ass bust on the court in there. It's like I don't know, somebody getting in your face and shoving you out here and you're not doing nothing. Like now it's on you to do something. Like what are you gonna do? Because then the fight happens in there after like, oh, you bust my ass, man, shut up, you getting your ass bust. Like, ooh, I'm busting your ass.
Damn, some people really be over basketball too.
Yeah.
I guess I mean like I don't know, obviously not for being in there, but I'm sure like there's not a ton going on other than what you want to have going on.
A lot of sports talk, and a lot of them dudes in there are dumb.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, as respectfully, that makes sense.
A lot of them dudes are dumb.
Was it like the people that you met in there that you kind of became acquainted with? Were those people that maybe made like mistakes just like you, like when you were younger and didn't really understand what was going on? You kind of just made a big terrible mistake and then you had to pay a price for it, or is it
most of them was doing like 2-3 year bids? Like
okay,
drug deals, stuff like that, or like batteries and gun possession charges, stuff like that, drug possession charges.
So nothing like you're not hanging with, like you said, you're not hanging with the molesters and whatnot.
I mean, they're in population, but
yeah, I
mean, I'm walking around with murderers, it's not like they're just sequestered off. Like I was around murderers and people like that, when my first incarceration, yes, I was locked up twice. Okay. I'm old, so
got you. When were you locked up the first time? If you don't mind me asking.
2003 to 2007.
Okay. So 4 years.
Cellmate in Oak Hill, which is right outside of Madison, he was actually a murderer. He got locked up when he was 17 because he went into a Perkins, I believe it was, and tried to rob it. And the new guy, tried to grab the shotgun and be a hero. And I guess he shot him in the stomach and blew his back out killed the kid. And he went to prison for it. They gave him life. And which back then was 25 years. You serve 25, you get out after that, anytime after that. And he was in prison for like 4 years, and he was in Waupun, which is a maximum security prison at the time. Shit. Okay. And they used to do these thing called lifer parties where people from the community would come and visit the lifers for like Thanksgiving and Christmas, and throw little parties for them because they don't have nobody. Like they're serving life in prison.
Yeah, makes sense.
But they're still people.
Yeah.
Even in prison, you still get treated like a person when Corona isn't happening.
Yeah, that's fair.
But he managed to escape. Like somebody snuck him in a sundress and a flower hat, and he walked right out the front door. He was gone for 4 years, and they caught him on his front porch in Mississippi like 4 years later, like just sitting there. He didn't even fight him. He's like, I knew you were gonna catch me sooner or later. I didn't even expect to get out the state.
Yeah.
4 years later, like he was chilling, and Yeah, we've been looking for you.
Wow, that's great. I mean, that's something. That's some
I have to
movie
remember
shit.
his name,
I mean,
but
you don't got to put him out there, but
he wouldn't care. Oh man, Zeke, you. Hey, buddy, Daddy's gone.
it's all good.
Hey, you're
That's
not
good.
gonna get a toy in your McDonald's Happy Meal.
No
I'm gonna make
Travie
sure of
patties
that.
for you. No Travie patties.
But yeah, no,
That's insane. That's like
yeah,
out of a movie.
He wouldn't care. Yeah. Oh no. And yeah, I mean, I was around him, and like he was just a normal guy, like old,
Really?
68. He'd been. Yeah, they gave him when they caught him. They gave him 30 more years. So he ended
that's
up.
fair.
Yeah. I mean,
It's fair.
he was already doing life. So
Yeah.
I mean,
That's crazy, dude. That is insane. I mean, to just think like sneaking out like that. I can turn something on a TV for. Oh, my mom's commenting stuff about Zeke. She said she could turn something on from the TV.
That kid is. If that's what I was like when I was a kid, I feel sorry for my mom.
Were you a good kid growing up? I mean, obviously you had some trouble. Obviously
I was bad. I got kicked out of daycares.
Kicked out of daycares.
Yeah, I got.
How do you get kicked out of a daycare?
Fighting.
You beating kids up
Yeah.
at how old?
Yeah, 5. His 4. Yeah.
5 years old, beating the shit out of kids.
I got an anger problem.
I mean, I've seen that come out of you sometimes, playing hoops and
you
whatnot. I've
definitely
seen it.
I mean, I'm passionate. You
Yeah.
know? I'm very passionate about stuff that I believe in.
Well, you're not doing it for, like if you're playing hoops, you're trying to win, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Checking in on my brother. Salute. Jay Rachi, what's up? What's going on, man? Yeah, no, I've seen that. I've seen that side come out of you a couple of times when we were hooping and whatnot. I remember you saying to us on the bus, I think once, that if someone says like for fighting words for you is if someone calls you a bitch. Is that still?
I mean, it used nah.
Is that have you gotten over that mental barrier now?
It's just a word.
That's what we were trying to get to you. But before you were like, nah, man, if they call me a bitch, that means I gotta do. We throw in.
I mean, in prison, yeah, it is. Like that's I don't know why that's that's just how it goes. Like it's like in baseball. Hey, don't swing that.
He's got a sword. Oh shit! Be careful.
It's like in baseball when somebody throws at you, over your head. It's like that's fighting. That's unspoken fighting words. It's like in prison somebody calls you a bitch. I guess I should have put a label on it. On the basketball court, I probably would have. Yeah, it probably would have been enough.
I mean, I've been called
to shove them, but maybe not so much just haul off and swing on them. But I'm definitely gonna. Oh, what? I'm a bitch.
What's like when you got out, obviously, and you're getting back on your feet, you got a job right away, you're getting your own place and whatnot. Did you stayed in Janesville this whole time? Like, were you always where you are now?
Yeah. Well, I mean, not where I am now, but I've stayed in Janesville the whole time.
Okay. Okay. Cool. That's and how long after did you decide to go back to school or go to school?
2 years after I got out. So 2017 would have been the first year.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's my, I mean, I guess however you want it, 16, 17. 17, 18, 19, 20, yeah. 20, 21, yeah.
And so we get out, we're getting our shit together, we're going to school now, and we're wearing Lakers gear. Have you always been a Lakers fan, or are you a LeBron guy?
I'm a LeBron guy.
LeBron guy.
Don't get it twisted, yeah.
Okay.
I was a Shaq guy before I was a LeBron guy.
Okay, so now you're back to the Lakers, because Shaq was with the Lakers for a little bit.
Yeah.
So what is it like about basketball, I guess? I mean, obviously, other than, was it because you like found it when you were locked up, or was it just something you've always been driven to?
Like, you're not gonna believe this. I didn't start playing basketball till I was like 18, 17, 18, and I sucked.
Why? Why did you start playing so late?
I don't know. I liked basketball. I mean, obviously, I liked Shaq. I liked Shaq from the first time I heard his mixtape. Like,
really?
Believe it or not.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm like,
he is a superstar.
Like,
he's just hilarious.
Like, dude is.
That's weird, man. You and Dave both started like playing later. Like,
man, look, Dave's the best basketball player I've ever met. Like, don't
fair.
let him sugarcoat stuff. David Harper, you're the best basketball player I've ever met. And
David's
thinks
good.
He sucks. Like,
no,
he could be so much better if he'd be tougher. Soft ass. Oh wait, dang, he's not gonna hear that.
He will hear that. He tunes in from time to time. So, and we just had him on, so I'm sure he'll hear that. But dang. So what like made you want to get more into it? Was it you just had the time, so it was like I might as well get into this?
I just started playing. Like, David, I love playing ball with David. Like, it's just our brains click. Like, everywhere he expects me to be, like, I be there. Like, because that's how I think. Did
you guys meet before?
Yeah, back in 2007 is when I met David. You know, and like we just been winning ever since. Like,
No, I've seen it. I played with you
Like,
guys. I played against you guys. So yeah,
like
Yeah.
I hoop with him, like, and then, like,
That's your
people
guy.
don't like it. Like, people know when me and Harp come to hoop, like,
they get
come-
mad.
Yeah,
They get
mad.
upset. It's because they know you're gonna win.
Pretty much.
They know you're gonna start winning.
Hey, Zekers.
That's what. No, I felt that too. Me and Tim.
Y'all used to give us the business though, man. Tim.
Could you met? This is something. I think maybe other than one time, I don't think we ever actually got to run it. But with the four of us and then a center, it would not be fair.
Definitely would.
It would not be fair because
If
it's
we
literally
could've-
like the two most unstoppable twos,
If
and
we
then a
could've
center.
got a whole year with Jamal, we was winning that chip, bro.
Yeah,
We was winning
absolutely.
that
We was
shit.
winning two
'Cause
probably.
we were just putting it together. We
Yeah.
was just putting
I mean, I wouldn't even say that we were the best. We literally had the best record in the league for the first season until he left. And we
That's
still got
so
we still got the one
sad,
seed, I
man.
think.
people wouldn't even understand it. Like, it was in the news and everything, and you wouldn't even understand it. Like, how hard that was. Like, and we still had to go to practice. Like, we had to deal with who we had as coaches. Like, it was just so hard. Like,
Ridiculous, silly shit out of a movie or a TV show, just like dumb shit.
you know, you hate it. Like, the second time you said it now, like, out of a movie, like My Guy in Prison, you know, it's like, really, you could have made a movie about it. Like, it's really some movie stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. And for people that don't know what we're talking about, that maybe just tuned in, I've said it, I repeat it multiple times on the show, but basically we had a coach, our first year hooping together at UW Rock County in Janesville. This was in the news. He, the report came out saying that, this coach punched a referee in Waukesha, and that's not really all that it was. It was a lot of other things that went along with that, and a pretty bogus final sentencing and whatnot. But so since then we had to deal with a bunch of ridiculous shit when it came to like athletic director, coaches, dean. Everybody was involved in investigations and whatnot. And
It just sucks how he couldn't really speak up and say what happened, because he couldn't speak up and say what happened without implicating his son, and, like, and his son still ended up getting in trouble.
yeah,
It's like,
that's what always confused me, because his son
they
got
say
in
there's
trouble
two sides
first.
to every story. Well, I don't want to make it sound like, but a lot of black people never get to tell their story.
Yeah, it's definitely true.
And
Definitely
he
true.
definitely didn't get to tell his side of the story. And they
No,
would've
not at
been,
all.
You know,
He said, I don't know if, well, actually, I'll tell you after we get off, because he told me something that I think he told all three of us that went to the sentencing afterwards, like, some information that I don't know why he withheld that. But what is, real quick, and then this is probably the last thing I'll ask you about, like jail stuff, but what was like the best thing? Might have been weirdly, oddly satisfying. What is something, is there anything good? What, if there was a best thing, what would that have been
Zeke, watch
while
your
you were
feet.
there?
Watch your feet. Getting mail.
Getting mail.
Yeah. Like, when my mom, before she passed, like, she just unexpectedly, like, she just send letters and cards just randomly, like, and, like, when you're named on that mail list, like, it's like the highlight of your day. Like, people line up for that mail list. Oh yeah. And then when your name not on it, it's like game 5 the other night when the Lakers, like, oh, it's right at the end, LeBron.
Yeah,
My adrenaline was pumping, and it's like, and then when he passed it, dang him out.
That when you see your name's
Like,
not on it, you're
it's-
like, oh,
yeah,
damn,
definitely getting mail. Like,
that's fair.
they'll say that in a lot of places too, like that mail, because it's from the outside, like it's something different than your daily life, like, So
And it's from people that you care about too,
Yeah.
which makes it even better.
sometimes
That's
it
cool.
comes from people you weren't even expecting to get mail from, So
Interesting, yeah. What so now that LeBron, well, we'll get back to that. Now that LeBron is with the Lakers, were you like a Cleveland fan when he was in Cleveland, a Miami fan,
yeah,
or
I got Cleveland gear at home. I mean, I was locked up when he was in Miami. Otherwise, I would have had Miami gear too.
what is it about LeBron that you love so much? I mean, he's the greatest right now. Don't
just
get me wrong.
all around great. Like, I told you, Shaq was my first, liking, and I don't even want to say I liked Shaq as a basketball player. I liked him as a musician first, like, believe it or not.
I mean, as an
Not-
overall entertainer, he's
how old?
fantastic.
9-year-old, 10-year-old me, like, liking Shaq as a rapper before I liked him as a basketball player.
That
Imagine.
is interesting.
So, and then he's just a great guy. Like, all around, he's funny. Shaq, And
Oh
like,
yeah, so hilarious. Like,
you know,
actor,
he-
comedian. I mean,
everything,
musician.
everything.
NBA champion.
Man, look, just, he's when you think of it, he's done it. And LeBron kind of embodies that to me too. And he's so much more for the community too.
Oh yeah, you see the
And-
school that he
Oh, yeah,
did he
that's-
put up?
yeah.
Where was that in Ohio?
In Akron.
Yeah. That's insane, dude. It's so nice.
Hey, somebody's got to do it because education budgets get cut every year at public schools. Like they're taking all this money from public schools and giving it to police divisions and
and
police
other random
and,
shit.
like, they're buying $2 million armored vehicles to use in raids and SWAT vests and like that they're gonna use 3 times a year and
maybe
stuff like that.
Maybe
instead of teaching our kids stuff in school because they don't teach our kids nothing in school nowadays, man.
No, yeah, they. I will say it gets harder and harder from teachers that I've spoken to. It gets harder and harder to do their job when you get less and less time and money. Put
they're
in.
spending teachers already get paid crappy anyway.
And they got to spend their money most of the time to upgrade their shit.
Yeah.
In any way, or like to have even like the bare minimum in some cases, which is weird.
Somebody the other day, I was playing 2K and one of the guys in the party, some young kid, he's like, "Oh, you mad at Trump, but he's done more for the black community than anybody." And I say, well, okay, he's donated all this money, done all this stuff, but where is the results? That's what I want to know. Where's the results? Oh, it just happened. Well, show me where stuff is slowed down then. Show me where, like, because last I knew they were cutting after school programs in inner city communities. Like, why?
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that? Like, these kids go there to stay away from the gangs, and it's because they want them to get in the gangs.
Yeah. One of the thing is too, it's like if you actually want things to get better, like it can't just be like if I hand you, it's what's that saying? If you give a man a fish, he eats for a day, and if you teach him how to fish, he'll eat for his whole life, right? Yeah. And so it's like in the case of racial inequities, it's like if one person, if I've been playing 2K for years and you never even seen a controller, and all of a sudden I hand you this controller, and I'm just like, play. How the fuck is that gonna go? I'm probably gonna win. I'm probably gonna keep winning.
Yeah.
My kids are gonna keep winning because I taught them how to play. They've been playing since they were, and that's what it is when it comes to real life. It's like these people they built everything and they started, and their generations have all of this advantage that these people. I mean, think about when it's crazy. The in Oxon 40 acres and whatnot that Lincoln wanted and whatnot, and that obviously never happened.
They were promised.
Yeah, and that was when he died, was taken away immediately. And but you think about like those kind of things, and it is crazy that we as like America just decided, we're not gonna.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. All right, like.
Well, there's no way to be like, let me start the race fucking 10 miles ahead of you and we're going to run the same marathon. That's not fair in any way.
When you bring up the whole slavery and all that stuff, people like to, white people are slaves too and black people own slaves. Okay, we get that. That's over there in those countries. Like, we don't care about those countries. We're talking about in this country that y'all say is the land of the free and, the home of the brave. That flag is supposed to represent America as a people. Hey, I'm going to come over there. You better stop.
Zeke, what are you doing? He loves the drum set.
But when that flag really represents oppression to minorities as a whole, you can't, like, y'all owe us 400 years, like, worth of,
yeah.
Like, and it is me, because my ancestors went through it, and, like, they were promised stuff, because if my ancestors would have gotten what they were promised, I would have had more. Like, when I was born, and, like, black people now, black families that have money, they just got money. Like, they got new money. Like, older white families whose name and, like, money is passed from generation to generation, like, that money ain't never going nowhere.
Well, no, because they know the difference is, too. It's like if somebody wins the lottery, if I've been, in my case, I didn't grow up with a lot of money. Like, if I just won the lottery, never learned how to like built anything up, like I might, if I talk to the right people, I pay the right people to help me, sure, I might be okay. Maybe I'll be able to spin that for a while. But generational wealth,
if we took all the white people's money and all the black people's money and separated it by color, white people would be able to buy the black people like 10 times over. Like, there's a 400-year difference. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
400 years is a long time to make investments and earn money and, like,
make the laws and
build an empire, like
decide who gets taxed what and decide what buildings are allowed
black
where.
People have to be actresses and movie stars and, like, athletes and celebrities just to get that wealth.
Yeah, that's something that that's where I get really upset when people I've gotten arguments with people that I know about, because everyone wants that privilege of not being there. I don't want to see that when I'm just trying to watch football or when I'm just trying to watch, and it's like, this is the only way that this person will ever have the same sort of like equity as you, and they're trying to put it in your face, because a lot of these people, they always love to say like, I don't think that is that way, and a lot of it's ignorance, they just don't know. But then when people are trying to just let you know, even they're not saying it. No one, holding arms before the fucking Houston game is making you donate to any cause. They're just trying to tell you, hey, this is happening. And people are mad about that. So you can't say it's ignorance when you're choosing to not know.
It doesn't pay to be smart in a world full of stupid people. So it's a line from a movie I'll be watching.
Yeah, what movie is that? What movie is that? I've heard that.
Superfly.
Okay, I think I've heard that before. I don't know if I've heard.
The movie too.
I don't know if I've seen it. Let's see here. We got some comments here. Stormy Bennett says Zeke is so good and smart, just a spoiled little baby.
His boy is not good.
He's hanging out now. He's chilling out. Shout out.
She watching. Yeah.
Shout out Stormy. Stormy, I pronounced that right?
Yeah,
awesome.
Definitely did.
Cool. So yeah, I think it's crazy, and that's why I think getting back to LeBron, I think that's where he excels. People, make the argument. Did you see the 30 or not 30 for 30, the new Last Dance documentary when that came out?
Man, look, I'm older, so I hated Jordan, man.
You hated Michael Jordan.
They used to win all the time. I don't like teams that win all the time. I like adversity. Come on, man.
So but you and Dave, you were just saying you win all the time. People hate you, and you think it's different
when I'm winning.
Yeah.
Than when somebody's beating my team all the time.
See, I can't get behind that because I'm used to, like, I go hard, right? Just like you and Dave. So Tim and I always win. We don't lose. But I have like respect for winners because they keep winning.
No, I just.
Like Brady, like you hate Brady, I'm sure.
Somebody's got to not like him. If everybody liked them,
no, that's true.
I mean, I like him now. I didn't like him then.
Do you like Tom Brady?
No, I'm a Cowboys fan.
Well, okay, the Cowboys are.
Dak Prescott, rest up, man.
Dude, his shit is fucked.
I watched that. Like I saw.
I didn't watch it. I saw a picture. It looked disgusting.
And as soon as I've seen it happen in college football a lot.
What exactly happened? I saw his leg like turned around.
He tried to stiff arm that guy, and the guy like grabbed onto the back of his jersey and like swung on him, and all his weight. Dak's foot was in the ground, and all his weight went right on his ankle.
Just rotated, snapped.
Right
disgusting.
Out,
God, it's crazy, dude. And those guys are superhumans, man. NFL players, like they like that. So shit like that happens
makes me
to
wonder,
them.
like it would happen why doesn't that happen like every play? Like,
well, even and shit like that happens, and they're just sitting there like and that's it. Like they're not nothing else.
Got the little tongue out.
Zeke's balling up in his LeBron James jersey. Found my basketball like it was nothing. Is he hooping?
Yeah, that kid. Yeah, he likes some basketball. He likes LeBron James and AD.
I'm sure that wasn't forced on him in any way.
Nope.
He made that decision on his own.
Yeah, definitely was.
No, LeBron is insane, and not only as a player, but in the fact that, like you said, everything he gives back, and I mean, and he's been in movies, he's been in TV ads, and he does all that shit too. So he's a lot like Shaq in that sense. I think he's even rapped. I think him and KD rapped on a song a while back.
I hear that.
It wasn't good, but they rapped, yeah.
And I don't. Oh, see.
It wasn't bad. Hey, as long as the camera doesn't go down, Zeke, we're okay.
As long as this one stays good, because she can always change to you.
A little bit more this way?
Look.
It's funny. This way?
This kid, man, hey, we gonna have problems, Zeke.
Okay, cool. We're all good. Sorry about that, guys, if you're hanging out.
This kid is something else.
Everyone say what's up to Zeke. Zeke's presence will be known on this episode.
Zeke's presence is known everywhere.
Good.
If you don't know Zeke, you will find him.
That's fair. I remember you bringing him to school sometimes, and everybody was he's a hit. He's a hit anywhere you go. Yeah. He's a good kid. Just a fun kid to be around.
As long as he doesn't grow up to be anything like me, I'm cool. That's all.
How you gonna avoid that from happening? What's your plan?
Everything he does like me, whoop his butt.
That's fair. That's fair.
No, I'm just joking. I mean, basically just teach him. Like, I mean, that's where I think a lot of parents fail to, like, they think that teaching just goes on at school, you know, but like these kids nowadays get so lost in electronics and stuff, you know, I want to teach him the value of like still going outside. Like he loves to go outside.
Good.
Like, his brothers like to be on their tablets. Like he's like, Mom, can you watch me outside? Dad, can you watch me outside? Like riding his bike. Since he's learned how to ride his bike, like that kid will not stay off of his bike. Like
good.
And like I just, cause that's what I did when I was like, when I was younger.
Cause
like,
you're old. Old back when the dinosaurs were on Earth and whatnot.
That's that probably would be fun, you know. But you know, we had to go outside and we had to occupy our own time. You know, our parents didn't do it for us. Like these kids nowadays got to be coddled and like, you know,
well, yeah, they gotta have tablets, PlayStations, Xbox.
And make them drink.
Yeah,
like, you know, like. So.
I'm fortunate enough where like I came up like right on the cusp of like I didn't get a phone in grade school. Like I got like a shitty one towards the end, like 6th, 7th, 8th grade. And then
I know you like to dribble, but you're being too loud.
And then after that, like in high school, getting your first phone, and I think like, you know, I don't know if that's even a reality anymore for kids.
I had to buy my first phone.
That's my parents bought my first one, I think. And it was an iPhone. So I remember that was like the biggest day of my life, dude. I remember when that happened, when I first got an iPhone, because I just had like this shitty little like slide up with the keyboard back when those were in.
When color phones first came out, I had this I had a Sprint Samsung N400. It was
okay.
That was the shit.
I never heard
like a $500 phone.
The rumor was that was a really cool one. Tim had that one. That one was like the shit.
The face, you could see it all the time, and you could flip it open and
the razor. You know that you ever see like those razors flip phones?
The Razors.
Motorola,
I remember, but no, I didn't.
My mom had one, and they're coming back. I just saw a bunch of TikTok ads for them. Like you, it's like a flip phone with a touch screen on the top, and I'm like, dude, I don't know if that's gonna work, but. And there's a couple other flip phone touch screens that are coming back.
Yeah, I see that.
They look cool.
One of my homies has one of flip. They flip it
and
open.
It like flips and it's got like double screen.
This when it's open, but then you close it and it's like a flip phone.
It's weird, man. So weird. Yeah. It's crazy. So you don't got an iPhone though?
I'm team Android. I
team
got a
Android.
Note, yeah, I got a little.
So you got the pen? See, that's doing way too much for me.
Jealous?
That's doing way too much. No, I'm good.
At least I don't have to buy a headphone jack.
That is that is fair. That's where you guys got us. That is the stupidest non-innovation they ever decided. They were like, how can we make more money off this?
Monopolizing, yeah.
Exactly. And hey, fucking people do it. So
you're gonna buy it. They know you're gonna buy it, so of course they're gonna do it. Like that was a genius idea. I mean, as shitty as it was, like
iMessage is it, dude. That's the thing, is that's what like keeps me as an iPhone person. It's like iMessage and just like the simplicity of like I like the iPhone.
I wouldn't.
But that's the thing. Once you have an iPhone, that's how they get it. That's why.
Back button.
I don't have a back button.
Yeah, you don't got one of these buttons. One of those.
Oh, yeah, we do. We do. Oh, not for everything. No,
like,
yeah, it's for each app.
I can go back one page at a time. Like, y'all gotta.
That's just too slow for me. That's just too slow for
iPhone.
Person. That's fair. That's fair. So LeBron James. We were talking LeBron. Is he the GOAT? He's the greatest of all time, Ben. You hate Michael Jordan, so I'm not anticipating you to.
I don't hate Michael Jordan. I like, as a person, Michael Jordan ain't. I mean, he's not a. I mean, he's a great basketball player. But he's done nothing like worldly,
crazy,
outside the court that would. But I
think wasn't he one of the? No, not the first black billionaire, but he was one of the.
No, Tiger Woods was.
Tiger Woods was first.
Yeah. Oh, well, he's the first athlete billionaire. Tiger Woods was,
Damn. Yeah. I didn't know that. I thought it was Jordan.
That was like back in. No, you would have thought that, but no, Tiger Woods was getting paper. Every year. Like,
I mean, he was like the only black guy in golf.
His
so that's pretty
brought
sick.
him a lot of money, believe it or not.
I believe that 100%.
He was making $100 million a year for 10 years straight. Believe it or not.
Jesus Christ.
His winnings, and you gotta think that dude was winning.
I mean, he was winning, and the endorsements.
Winning.
Yeah.
And then the endorsements on Buick kept him paid. Like that dude was on TV
and Nike, dude. He had
Target. But
insanity.
No, I don't. GOAT conversation.
Who's like your top 4, and then we'll figure out. It
takes 5 people to make a team, right?
I know they always do the Mount Rushmore. I don't know if you want to do 5, you can do 5.
Shaq at center, obviously.
Okay.
LeBron, probably Jordan, Magic, and man, I'm gonna steal one and just go with KD.
Okay. KD.
He's a cupcake. I don't like him.
I don't know
he
if
stole a ring from LeBron.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I don't know if I think KD's fucking phenomenal. I just don't know that
dog. Yeah, he's a snake. Like he's just like you can't. I mean, I thought Kawhi was something, but nah, KD's been talked about all year.
Everybody that fucking hyped Kawhi Leonard is a great basketball player. He's phenomenal. But everybody that kept putting him on the same level as LeBron for the last like 2.5 years was out of their mind, and it was shown in the fucking playoffs this year. I was like, no, there's not this. There's levels. Like, yes, he's a great basketball player. He's one of the best in the league.
You still even see the difference between Giannis and LeBron. Like Giannis, and I've been to see Giannis, and Giannis is in person. Giannis is so like.
Bro, I saw Giannis when he was a rookie, like his first year. I didn't know who he was. He's just sitting on the bench, and like this, he played for like 5-6 minutes, like not a lot of time this first game, and we went and saw him, and there's a dead ball, And this is the most Giannis shit ever. This is how great he has gotten. He literally tried to make a layup after the play was dead, and like where they were cutting a commercial, and he goes to like make a layup. His tall fucking, he was still the same height he is now. Bricks the layup off the bottom of the rim. 6'10", like 6'9", 6'10", hits the bottom of the rim, hits himself in the head, funny. And I just remember being like, "Oh shit, who is that guy?" And my brother and I, like, we saw his like long ass last name. We looked him up in 2K, and we're like, "Dude, that's so cool. We saw this guy." And now he's insane. Yeah, but he needs to get a jump shot though.
There's levels to it.
Oh yeah, because
between him and LeBron,
there's a lot of levels. I mean, there's just and this is not even a knock on Giannis. Just LeBron's IQ is insane.
I'll answer your question. Yeah, LeBron the GOAT. I don't care.
Over Jordan.
Any backlash, yeah.
Really?
Overall, yeah. All Jordan did was basketball. I mean, throw the rings argument aside. Bill Russell's
got
11
basketball
rings.
player. Basketball player though.
Oh.
Who's better? Who is like
Who
the GOAT
impacts the game
basketball
more?
player?
LeBron.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Impact wise. I mean, impact off the court, I think maybe, but like even like culturally, like Jordan, like he created like Jordans. That is a word. That is a word now, dude. People killed people for Jordans.
I mean, people kill people for less.
That's true, but no one killed somebody for a pair of LeBrons.
You don't know that.
That I know of, but it was in the news. They were killing people for Jordans. That's insane. I mean, he changed. Like he made it possible for people like LeBron to have the insane endorsement deals that they do. I mean, the dude was signed by Nike when he was in high school.
I mean, when you go there with it, okay, I can't.
Be like Mike.
No.
I just did a report on that for one of my marketing.
Well, I mean,
things.
it's got to start somewhere, right?
Absolutely,
I mean, it's got to start somewhere.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, Larry Bird made.
Who was Jordan playing against though? He's playing against plumbers, man.
No, that argument's bad.
There's a lot of second jobs.
There's a lot of Hall of Famers.
Them dudes had second.
Nobody had a second
the
job.
The people that guarded Jordan had second jobs.
No.
Like Isaiah Thomas and Gary Payton, and then wasn't guarding Jordan the whole game. Like
there were some guys. Craig Elo, I think, was he was a little bit of a joke.
Plumber.
Yeah, he looks like a plumber. But I mean, these guys were hoopers from the time. I've always thought about that. What if you went back?
Obviously, they were NBA players, but like them dudes back then, like they went home after games and like sat down on the couch and smoked cigars and drank beer. Like these dudes nowadays, like as soon as the game's over, they're in the gym. Like their focus is, oh, LeBron's a monster and I gotta stop him. Like,
oh yeah,
like that's their focus.
Well, I mean, even look at Curry and Klay Thompson, dude. Those guys are shooting from half court, like with their eyes closed. Like
different.
I mean, well, just shooting. That's literally
now,
like.
If you want to talk about changing the game, they changed. Like Steph changed the game. Like I hate that look good shooting.
I love Steph Curry, dude. He's my guy. That's because that's how
He's
I play.
Everybody shooting.
Yeah.
Like everybody. That's
coaches hate Steph Curry and Klay Thompson because like teaching like younger kids, and this is like from talking with coaches and being at like practices and whatnot. Like kids now will like, and I did it before Steph Curry did, and I would get bitch set and benched and shit, pull up on a fast break. Like if it's a one-out, like, but if I got it, if it's just as easy as me making a layup and I can just like walk into a three wide open, why wouldn't I take it?
My 12-year-old Jaden,
But when you do it and you miss, coaches be like, get the fuck out of the game. You not Steph Curry. Don't be taking that shot. And that's fair. It's fair both ways.
12-year-old Jaden, he couldn't even dribble, but he could shoot. Curry. Like I hate that.
Does he say Curry?
Yeah, he says Curry.
See, that's weird. I will always only say Kobe.
Well,
I gotta say Kobe.
They don't know Kobe. Like
yeah, but like you gotta take bad shots and yell Kobe and still make it. Like it's the legacy.
Curry, because they don't think it's missing. Like
nothing he takes is a bad shot. What is going on? We got some stuff in the chat here. We got Stormy says Ben has made amazing changes since Zeke's been born. So Zeke will do great if he is like his dad is now. Aw, that's sentimental. Darren didn't learn how to ride a bike until he was 17.
Is that your mom?
That's my dad, and that's a lie. I was riding bikes back. I was riding my bike in grade school all the time. What are you talking about?
Look,
what are you talking about?
Look here. Zeke got on his bike. I kid you not. The first time he got on that bike, he rode it, and he didn't.
Are you scared? Like when the first try, he didn't fall over or anything?
Man, look, I kid you not. He didn't fall over.
I definitely ate shit multiple. I was very scared to ride a bike, that's for sure. But it definitely didn't. It didn't take me till 17. I just gets weird with extreme sports because like I'm coordinated enough to play regular sports, so like I don't like doing fucking skiing, like motorcycles, any of that shit because it's just like you got to get hurt to learn how to do it, and I'm not into getting. I don't want to get hurt to figure out how to snowboard. It's just not worth it.
That's
to me.
like me and ice skating. Like I love hockey. Like I don't know how to ice skate though, but if I did, I would go out there just to hit people.
Yeah, you would be a scary hockey player.
I wouldn't even want a stick. I just want to go out
Didn't
there
you play
hit
football?
people.
You and Dave played some semi-pro football or whatever? Or
yeah, we
I don't know what
played
it's
on a
called.
team that only had 15 players to start the game, and we were winning into the third quarter. You got to go to the bathroom. Where's your mom at? Where you got to go pee or poop?
Oh no, that's priceless.
Might be. What time is it?
That's okay. We can.
Can you just?
I can just bullshit for a minute.
Bullshit
I'll
for a
talk
minute?
to the people for a second.
Alright,
I got
come
some
Alright.
church announcements I gotta get off
gotta go
anyways.
be a dad for a minute.
That's okay. Zeke is officially the cutest thing to happen to this podcast. Okay, my mom has got it now apparently. Okay. Zeke for the win. Cutest thing to happen to Detox. That's hilarious. That's priceless.
I gotta poop.
What were we just getting into? Oh, bike. Him riding a bike.
Yeah, I'm trying to find this video, man. I got a video.
Is it hard to let him? Because obviously, I'm not a dad, so I wouldn't know. But is it hard to like let your kid get on the bike for the first time, knowing that they, because you don't want your kids to get hurt, but like you got to let them get hurt. You got to let them fall to like learn
Believe it
shit.
or not, it was harder for me to let him go to his grandparents' house than it was for me to let him ride a bike.
Why harder for him to go to his grandparents' house?
I was worried that something would happen and I wouldn't be there.
Really?
I mean, they don't live that far, but they live like 20, 25 minutes. And like, obviously, I don't know, like what if he...
How long was he going for?
I mean, it was just overnight. You know,
okay.
it was just going to be overnight. But like, obviously, like my other two kids, I really wasn't there in their life. So like, we don't have that connection like a father and a son should.
Yeah.
But me and Zeke, it's like, when I breathe, he breathes. Like I love that kid. Like I eat and breathe for that kid. Like
yeah,
I would do anything for him, and it's like if I couldn't be there to help him if he needed me, like that would, like I can't tell you like how that would just tear me apart. Like, and I worry.
Can see that.
I mean, obviously I worry, being that.
How's school with everything with him right now with everything going on?
He goes to daycare.
Oh,
His
okay.
daycare lady is great. Like she has them dust it. Like Zeke made me this necklace. Like I don't know if you be watching my snap or
that's
not,
fresh.
Oh yeah, I don't take it off like unless I'm showering or sleeping. I wear it with
Yeah.
whatever I have on. Like I've had it for like 10 days now, but it's
That's
my
super
god.
cool.
Yeah.
What I mean, Christmas is coming up, man. What are you gonna
Everything
spoil
he
this
freaking
kid?
sees on TV, Dad. You give me that for my birthday? Is it my birthday, Dad? That for my birthday? That like Legos, man. No, you can't have Legos.
Legos are my
boy.
shit, dude. He can't have Legos. He's too
I mean,
young.
Hey, be careful. I mean, right now.
Say, I
he
got
is.
hella
He
Lego.
just-
I got some Legos we can.
Man.
What how is it? I've never, obviously, again, not being a parent. I know Christmas time's got to be stressful. Spoil a kid. Is
Yeah.
it or is it
it's
like
more stressful when they open presents and they're expecting one thing and they get something else?
yeah?
Zeke, be careful. Camera.
He's close. We're good.
And need a freaking baby gate still, man. And then they open gifts and like they're disappointed and like you see it and like they just shove it to the side and it's like, well, hey, like, you don't like that, it's
Oh,
good, just burp.
You gotta be like.
They're like, where's the
What about
toys?
that?
Like, well, man, you just opened your five
That was the
gifts, figure
toy.
out the
Oh
toys, and it's like,
shit, that's sad.
Now you're opening all this stuff and it's like, oh, like that's probably.
Can
the
you tell?
toughest,
Do
like-
they ever like? I mean, do any of your kids ever like? Do you ever know when they don't like it and they try and like pretend like
Oh,
they're
yeah.
like?
Oh,
But you
yeah.
can tell.
Oh yeah, when like I'll buy Zika some shoes or outfit or something, and he'll see the bag when I come in the house, and he'll be like, "Oh, Dad, you got me a toy." I'll be like, "I got you a surprise," and like he'll take it out and he'll open the box and be like, "Some clean ass LeBrons, some shoes," and he'll be like, "Where's the toy?" Like,
Oh man.
really? Like,
Zeke.
that's all he wants is toys.
Yeah.
Like,
Would it- Does he go through like phases? I know it for me when I was a kid, I went through. That's why like my mom pulled out some WWE
Buzz
guys.
Lightyear, Woody.
Oh, he's Toy
He
Story.
went through that phase, kinda. He might still be in it. I don't know. Monster trucks. Like I spent $30 every week on Hot Wheels monster trucks. Like he's got like 15 of them at least.
He says it Hot Wheel monster truck.
Yeah, he likes monster trucks. He has a thing for the Black Panther right now, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, it's fitting. Like
Yeah.
Watch
Black
your
Panther's the
foot,
shit.
buddy.
That's you guys have seen that movie then? I'm imagining
I mean, I have. He
he was there.
Shrek.
Shrek
Can't
was it?
go, oh,
Yeah,
Shrek is his
Shrek's
thing.
a timeless
Yeah.
classic, man.
Yeah, Shrek is his thing.
I see. I went through phases too where we would, me and my siblings would get obsessed with, or it would be like we'd be obsessed with Star Wars for a couple months, and it would be like the Rocky movies, Star Wars. He likes it, Legos. It would just, it would fluctuate between like 3 or 4 different things over and over again. True, you were riding in grade school. Training wheels off when I hit 17. That's what my dad's trying. He's trying to roast me right now.
Your dad, I see.
Yep. What? Star Wars.
Can the camera see?
I don't know if the camera will be able to pick it up.
No.
Oh, it can?
Oh, yeah.
It was picking it up. Wow, he's killing it.
Yeah, his first time. Yeah, he got on it. And
he's going so fast too.
I mean,
does he know how to stop?
No, I mean he didn't know that at first. He just go in the grass and kind of like wobble until his feet touched, and then he. Is it still playing? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the people can see it.
Yeah.
But I mean, this was
looking
really
good, man.
Yeah, but this was really the. That he got on it and rode it.
He's just cruising right away.
Yeah, that was it.
That's impressive.
Yeah, so I mean, I had been trying to get it. I took his training wheels off like a day before, and I said, you can't ride your bike without your training wheels or with your training wheels.
Yeah.
And he brought his bike to the garage and said, well, I don't want to ride my bike then. I said, well, you're not going to get your training wheels back on your bike. And like, you talk a lot of crap with your training wheels. Like, Dad, I want my training wheels off. I want my training wheels off. So I'm okay, well, if you want them off, I took them off. And he didn't ride his bike for a whole day. Like, the whole day. And, like, he came home from daycare and he didn't touch his bike.
Freaked out.
And then the next day, I think it was like a Saturday,
he was sitting in the room like, I'm going to show my dad. And then he just went out there and he was like, I'm going to show it to him. I'm going to show him. And he went and killed it, man. That's awesome. I mean, that's incredible.
12-year-old Jaden, obviously I wasn't in his life early, so a few years ago would have been like 10. I taught him how to ride a bike too, and he's a big boy. Jaden is so big. Yeah, I think you've seen Jaden a few times.
I think I have. Passing.
Like, it was so weird trying to teach him to ride a bike because it was like trying to teach an adult how to ride a bike, and it's like, you're so big, and like I'm like him, I could like hold him by the neck and like, while him, it's like I'd do that to him. It's like, Dad, I'm gonna beat you up if you don't get your hand off my neck like that,
Yeah.
And he really is big. Like, when I say beat me up in a couple years, he's 12 now. Yeah, by the time he's in high school, he'll probably be able to take me.
Damn.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He just doesn't know how to use it yet.
Is he hooping at all?
Kinda. He thinks he does, but he don't know nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Do you guys ever play? You guys ever play one-on-one?
Oh, he ain't ready for that. He ain't ready. He's a softie. Yeah, no. Zeke, yeah, that's gonna be my little athlete.
Oh yeah, LeBron James jersey and everything.
Yeah, I got a couple more boys at home. My stepkids they like football. Zakai and Thomas. And
okay.
Yeah, they.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about was playing football, semi in that little league.
Up and,
How was that like? Like, what is playing football for? It was in Janesville, right?
No, the one we played out of was, I forget where it was.
How does that? It's
Dodge
like
County.
Okay.
The Dodge
Who do you
County,
play against? Just other county
teams in leagues. Like, believe it or not, there's a lot of teams
in. Jeez, man. Zeke, you're cracking me up, man.
See, people that don't have kids think kids are so cute, and then like, stop.
He's like sweating too, like.
I can't wait till they're right back. Like, he's gonna sleep. But there's a lot of teams around. Like, it doesn't. I mean,
and it's all like adults. So it's like, how old do you have to be in the league? 18 or older.
18 or older.
That's crazy that they even do that, especially with football. Is it expensive to play? Do you have to pay to play?
You gotta buy your helmet, your pads, your cleats, and you
Holy
get a jersey.
shit.
Yeah, and then there's like player fees. And it's like $200 depending on the team.
Yeah.
You got a jersey on.
Yeah.
You want to come sit over here for a little bit? No. Okay.
No. So okay,
it's really not expensive. It's just the travel. There's a lot of travel involved, like in your personal vehicle.
What do you guys? If you win, is it people that pay money to get into the games and whatnot?
Depending on where you go, some.
I was gonna say
we play in stadiums. Not stadiums?
So you don't get
fields.
paid though. You pay to play.
Some leagues pay. Them are like really good leagues.
Yeah.
But no, you pretty much just play for the talk. Like, there's some guys on my Facebook that have been playing for some years, and like this one dude, Lawrence Peters, like he'd be winning. Okay,
so he's
on one team. Like, the team he on, they ain't lost in like 3 years, 4 years.
Oh,
something
okay,
like
that's
that.
pretty solid.
And they play some pretty solid teams too, and they still be handing.
I just wonder because like I know some guys from the team were considering going to play like for the semi-pro league for basketball and whatnot, and I hear sketchy. Yeah, I hear sketchy shit too, where like a lot of dudes don't get paid or they end up not
don't get paid. Yeah, don't expect to get paid. It's not like that.
Yeah,
you're not like you have to compete for your playing time. Like,
yeah,
you know that's what you're going for is to play. Like you're not going to like
to make money. No, yeah, if you were making money, you would be playing somewhere else.
There's no big endorsements or nothing.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
You know, teams aren't. I mean, some teams have sponsors, but the sponsors are more like, you know, just
keeping the lights on in the gym, man. We don't got money to pay the players.
Yeah,
so
you know, like some bars sponsor you and let you come have free pitchers after games and stuff, you know, or stuff like that, free chicken wings and stuff like that, you know. But
yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's funny stuff though.
I was a beast too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing football?
I was fast, yeah.
What'd you play?
D-back.
Okay, I could see that.
I also played receiver and kick returner and punt returner. I was fast.
I mean, with only 15 guys on the team, yeah, you probably
that
had to
one
play
time.
everything.
Well, no, I mean, in general, overall, that's the positions I played. But on that team, no, yeah, we had people. Oh man, I even played quarterback a few snaps. We had people. We obviously had people out of position at every spot, you know. And we only lost by like 8, 9, I think it was, against a full team, and we only had 15 people. So I mean,
that's dope.
Yeah,
you guys were working your ass off. Yeah,
like we were winning in the third, and it just obviously conditioning got to us. And 15. People,
I mean, there's nothing you can do with 15 people, dude. I mean,
we had receivers playing line. Like we didn't have seven
you can't
fat guys to be linemen. You know.
You need big bodies to do that.
That were playing linemen, you know. So it was.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah, it was.
What?
Rough.
So did you? When I know, like you've got a situation with your hand right now.
Oh man, really?
I think that's why I only want to bring it up because that's one of the reasons we couldn't get you on the show before. Was you had?
Yeah.
I think it was right when you had got surgery.
Yeah. I broke my finger at work.
You got to show the camera that, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if the camera can see. I broke my finger at work like 5 years ago. I had been at.
You had like the most crooked finger. I mean, they're even a little crooked now, but like back.
This is from football.
That one, yeah. See, that's why. Holy
and
shit!
I can still hoop.
Yeah, dude, it freaks me out.
Tell him I can still hoop.
Ben does still be hooping. We just hooped last week for like 20 minutes before it started raining, but it was
But
he can hoop.
No, yeah, but this one has really been a struggle for me, man. I've had 5 surgeries on this thing, and I still have to have more on my nerves. Yeah, it's been tough. It's doctors.
Can you feel anything from it?
A lot of pain.
Really? So like if you touch it, is it sensitive to that or no?
Sometimes,
it's weird.
It's weird what I'll hit my hand on now. And Zeke, be careful. Like the other day, I went to reach for my soda, and like who just randomly hits the top of their soda can when they reach for it? Nobody, because you know where it's at, right?
Yeah.
Completely missed the soda can.
Yeah.
Caught my finger on the rim, like.
Wow, God damn.
Yeah, you know it's hard to open car doors now. You wouldn't believe how much your pinky plays a role in your daily life. Gripping, grabbing things like a car door.
Yeah,
it's what anchors the grab. Like it's the last thing to grab, and it anchors that in there. Like
so, you kind of gotta have a different, slightly different angle on that.
You gotta grab more forefinger than anything. You
That's
know?
so weird.
It's been tough. It really has.
So you broke it at work originally?
Yeah, doing a 2-man job by myself.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Jesus.
And can't in Wisconsin they got workman's comp, so you can't like. It's not like I lost a leg or like. Arm or like had a vat of hot liquid poured on me. It was burned severely. You know, I can't sue my employer. They got workman's comp, and it's like, but they pay my doctor bills. You know, and I needed my my surgeries and stuff. You know, I needed those. You know,
that's good. That's good.
Sucks that it had to come to this, but
How do you still? So like, as your right hand, you're right-handed, right?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't.
I mean, it definitely. If you're noticing it when you go to open car doors, it definitely affects day to day.
Do you pay attention to your hands when you're doing stuff, or do you just do it? Your brain just tells
I'm sure I probably just do it because I have both full hands.
Because that's what your brain tells it to do, right?
Yeah.
Me, no. When my brain tells my hand to do something, I have to stop.
You have to think
about it before I do it because I have to make sure that I am capable of doing it.
Yeah, that's insane,
it's
dude.
It's a process. Like I'm still learning. Like,
what's the hardest thing to do that you could do before?
Oh, I lost a lot of grip strength.
Oh, okay.
Like my hand isn't really strong anymore like it used to be. So it's tough to like squeeze a lot of things, open things, you know, that I used to be able to open. It's a lot
That's
harder.
weird. It's so weird.
That
sucks, man. I'm sorry.
60% of your grip strength in your hand. So
60?
Yeah. Look.
I guess it like
you
ties it together, right?
You can make a fist with every other hand and feel strong, with every other finger and still feel strong.
Yeah.
take the pinky out of play, and it's like when you hold your pinky out,
Yeah.
it just feels.
It's weird. It is a weird feeling.
It's just less force there.
Yeah.
You know, you can make it, but no.
That is weird. That'll stop you from getting in any more fights, though.
No.
No, no, that's not gonna stop.
You're gonna have 3 finger marks on your face from getting slapped.
Jesus Christ, that is funny,
like
dude.
a Ninja Turtle slapped you.
Yeah, dude, that is funny, dude. What you should go as a Ninja Turtle for Halloween, man. Dude, are they
It
gonna
might
be?
be kind of hard to go bowling now, though. I can't like.
I never thought of
'cause
that.
I always used to stick 2 fingers in my middle 2 fingers in there, so it might be hard to
Get the grip. Yeah.
that spin.
I'm actually good at bowling, but I just hate it because I can never get a ball for that will fit my fingers. Like,
my thumb. It always.
yeah. Well, I just like it's like I can't find the right weight. Like I always end up having to use like a fucking 16 or like the heaviest pound like weighted one because my fingers are too big. But I hate using that one because I can't throw it as hard. And so I can never find a ball that I like using.
Zeke, Daddy loves you.
Ben, we're past the hour mark now. I want to know, is there anything that pressing issues, pressing matters, anything you got to let me know, something new going on in the world or anything you need to let the people know here on Detox?
Don't vote for Donald Trump.
Don't do it.
Don't do
Ben is telling you here, don't
it's
do
not
it.
like Biden's any better. I don't dive into politics. I'm just a character person, you know.
Yeah.
Donald Trump's a shitty guy.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I mean,
I don't disagree with
why 4 more years when you can start over with a new person, a new character, you know, and see what he's about,
you. Yeah.
you know. And
I think a lot of people are saying that it's less so like one option over the other. It's just more so that this one option is a bridge to go forward afterwards, whereas to one is trying to continue to go backwards.
yeah,
And that's what's scary.
Make America great again, like that slogan.
Yeah,
like,
it's just-
when was America ever great?
Well, you know what's funny too? It's hilarious because for this campaign there was a bunch of flags I saw go up a while ago, and a lot of people have taken them down since. But it was the "Keep America Great."
Yeah,
and then
I've seen that.
once everything started burning, and they tried using the ads to say like, "This is what will happen when Joe Biden's elected president." They pulled all the "Keep America Great," and they just went back to "Make America Great."
Yeah,
It's like, wait, I thought he made it great. But it didn't quite happen. So I don't know. I'm not telling you guys who to vote for. You vote for whoever you want. I'm telling you to go vote. Vote for what's in your best interest. And hopefully that's not racism. That's all I gotta say. You know, I just that blows my mind. Where are you gonna before we go we end this, I guess, where are you guys gonna go get food, you think?
Where do you want to eat, buddy? Come here. Come say bye to everybody. Come on. Daddy will help you. Step over that.
Zeke's been good. All
Yeah.
things considered, Zeke has been a fantastic guest. You're a natural first timer.
Bye.
Bye, Zeke.
Everybody
I
is
appreciate
glad
you.
to see you, buddy.
I appreciate you guys coming out here. I really do. I
All
mean,
right, man. It's about time we could get out here, man.
I
know
know.
when I wanted to come out here last time. I'm kind of glad we didn't just sit here and talk about racism for a whole hour, you know. 'Cause
yeah.
if you got to spend a whole hour talking about it, and, like trying to explain it to people, it's not even worth it.
Yeah, well, some people just aren't going to get it,
Yeah,
you know, which is sad. But well, I'm glad, and there's
it
a
was
lot more.
fun.
There's a lot
Definitely.
more
to
to
be continued. How
yeah,
about that? We'll say
absolutely. We'll
that.
have you back on again.
Definitely.
And there's a lot more to you than just that, you know. I mean, we scratched the surface on a lot of shit. So I'm just glad I wanted people to get to meet you, get to see your face.
I just wanted people to meet Zeke.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's
I want
day is
the
better.
world to meet Zeke. Like, he's a great kid. Like,
You hear that, Zeke? You're a great kid. You give me Nux?
he knows that. Too.
Hey,
Who's
that's
that?
what I'm talking about. He gave me Nux. That's money. I wish we'd had the camera on that. Well, with all that being said, I want to say real quick thank you to our patrons. Oh, they should be up on the screen now. You guys supporting the channel, I really appreciate it. There's some private videos up on the Patreon for you guys to check out. So if you're interested in becoming a patron, just go to patreon.com /Darren Rita. Want to say thank you to Kenosha Auto Insurance for sponsoring this episode of the Detox Podcast, and an even bigger thank you to Ben for coming out here, and everybody who tuned in live. Thank you guys.
Yeah, for real, we appreciate it.
Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us. Thank you guys for spending your Monday night here at Detox, as some of you do every Monday. Really appreciate that. And we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So if we can make that happen, we're at like 5 something right now. If you're new here, do consider subscribing if you enjoy music, podcasts, or comedy, because we do post all that kind of stuff here on the channel. Other than that, this has been the Detox Podcast, episode 67. I will see you guys next week. Peace.